Alright, so here we are with Left to Learn, December 14th, 2013. Went ahead and started to rush in the startup here, so we just went through the first attack here. Boomer cannot find a spawn, so it looks like he's going to be saving the spawn. With me here is Rails again, so hey there Rails.
Hello.
So for the teams here, we're going to be having Sideways Box as a mentor for the, what I believe is the infected side here, and Sam for the survivor side here. So we already got an early tank, 25%, which is in the hands of 4x200. So let's go ahead and drop over to a infected war room so we can see how they're playing this.
Alright.
Oh fuck. This car's not working with me. Fuck it.
Alright, go over the fence and to the left of the house. To the left of the fence and get up top. That should be a ladder on the back side. I just keep sight while they're taking, like they're attacking. And then see if you can get a rock while they're going in. Alright, try to get spawns, guys, quick.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. 3, 2,
Alright.
1.
Go.
I didn't have a spawn ready, I'm sorry.
Nice.
Back up.
Good build.
All you gotta do is keep sight while they're sitting there. While the spawns are down. So you just go back and forth and keep sight. You're at 100% rage, so you should be good.
They're gonna try to LOS in there.
Still try to get sight. Nice. Nicely done.
Alright. Someone pull him. He's right
Alright. Let him get up top again and then get another hit.
there. Alright, cool. They're kind of separated. Alright, let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Get a rock with this hit. Close shot. Try again. Right there on Ellis.
Close.
Right there, LOSing again.
Alright, pass.
Second we
We're gonna just have them try to commit since we have a tri-cap, and they're all the way in there. No?
Yeah, you
guys
need to
ready?
not lose it right now. You need to.
Alright, go, 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 go. Before they come out. Alright, we should help, let's go.
Behind you, behind you.
Oh, he's getting teared up.
Alright, and we're back.
Yeah, so we saw the opening tank of the gameplay there. Started off trying to go for a couple of rocks, going with its support to set it up, and then it did eventually push in. During the push there, though, we saw the tank push the survivors into a little bit of an enclosed area, and I think 3 of the survivors just whipped out their melee weapons and tried to chop them down from that kind of distance. So an interesting game played by both sides on that opening tank there.
Yeah, we saw the tank land some, oh, whoa. Just saw a door fly across my screen here, a bunch of props. But, yeah, I mean, we saw the tank land one rock. I don't believe it was God-framed, so, yeah, I gave him some rage, etc. So I just gave him some pretty good sight for a while, so you got to play that for a while. We got one bleeding, and the rest seem to be in pretty good green health, nowhere near being 40 and slow. And we got another attack coming in here. We got looks like a 2-cap, but it just got turned into just a jockey moving around the corner here. Smoker looks to be going in for some scratches. If he's going to be dying last, though, they will not have a smoke for the next hit. Looks like he's deciding to save it now, though. Maybe he's hoping they'll get a charge in here.
Yeah,
death charge.
Looks like he's playing for the death charge there. I'm not sure if that's exactly the right move to make, especially with that spawn just coming up right now. Survivors look like they might be able to actually push away before that charge is able to spawn. And indeed, they do get to the building before that's available. So now we have a half-health smoker trying to go with this next hit. And it seems they do have the spitter, but I don't think they're going to really be able to go for such a death charge. So we'll see what happens.
I mean, what they could do is try and have the jockey lead in here, and then the smoker set up for a spit charge here, which looks like they tried to do that, but the charger opted to go for another person. Minimal damage going out to the survivors here. Rob, Nick right now is currently getting really close to being slow, so he'll have to be taking his pills if he wants to continue going fast.
Yeah, and Ellis is
Ellis.
also on temp health as well, and he's going to be slow right now, so they're going to need to probably use 2 more sets of pills here as they get to the boat.
We do have a witch on either side. I think it'll be fine for the survivors to be able to shoot the witch while it's in transit with the boat, cause the witch to fall in the water and die. I think it may seem like a scumbag tactic, but I believe it's completely legal.
And instead of going for the death charge, we're actually going to go in right here, land the charge with the spit following onto it, and Ellis does get boomed at the same time, having a little bit of trouble working his way out. Smoker gets a quick pull, and then the spitter, and they do finally get that rotation killed. So instead of going for the death charge, they opted to go for a hit like that. So when do you think it's appropriate to go for death charges and stuff in games of a more competitive nature like this?
It really depends who you're going up against. Against a really, really good team, you're never going to get the death charge. You're better off getting off the spit charge. Obviously, against a good team, they're going to be expecting, they're going to be ready for it. They're going to have their shotgun ready to shoot the person that gets pulled, instant clear, etc., or they're going to focus that charger.
Yeah, I mean, on a kind of wide open field like this, I'd say this is probably one of the more interesting death charges to hit. Like, it's not really a sure bet unless you have the survivors distracted by that common. So I think they did make the right choice trying to just get the damage there instead. And they also have their rotation again synced up for this next hit. I do not see the witch yet, however.
I could have sworn I heard her spawn, but it looks like she's disappeared out of sight.
Actually, maybe they shot her before the event. I'm thinking.
Maybe.
But I don't remember catching that. I'm not sure anything could happen.
I. Anyways, we got a 3-1 here with Charger and Spitter. Looks like Infected are taking it very slowly here. Shockey's up, he's coming in, he's going in alone though, he's going to get cleared very easily. Here comes Hunter, lands, random charge coming in here, slides off the ramp and goes off the side, going up for some punches here. Doesn't seem to land a single one.
That was odd. Looked like the charger was close but not landing.
Yeah, he was punching too early, and he would go in. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good practice for when you're playing tank. Just gotta learn how to time your punches. We see Ellis going through the water here. You know, the shortcut that he just took. I mean, I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to take a shortcut to, you know, get to the ramp less time. But we look at the survivors who stayed on the ramp there. You know, the walkway they got there before him. So he got hit by a few straight common and the water slowdown. Got a smoker coming in, trying to pull them down. Boomer spawned very far away. Easily gets popped. Somebody gets insta-pulled downstairs, and we got a 2-cap. Will it be a tri-cap?
Almost. I finally do get to clear that smoker, though. If that boomer had landed, it probably would have done a little bit more damage, but that was a pretty good job by the SI there, taking advantage of the survivor positioning. So on a map like this in Swamp Fever, we don't really see it played as much as some other maps like Dark Carnival and stuff like that. Are there any like specific strategies for this map so far that you suggest real quick here?
Keep running and don't look down.
Sometimes the Occam's razor of taking the simplest solution does actually work in this game.
And to be entirely honest, Swamp Fever, I would say Swamp Fever is a map that you really, really need to know when to go in. It's a, you know, the entire campaign is very open, etc. Although due to the openness, there's a large bodies of water that slow down the survivors.
Right.
You know, it's kind of like a trade-off. You have this huge open area, but then you have, you know, water everywhere slowing you down.
As we saw with that attack that went in there as we were talking, it seemed like the infected were just trying to kind of get that hit in, and the survivors were able to kind of easily avoid it. With this last one here, they're kind of hitting with desperation with the Hunter going in along with jockey support. Charger isn't able to really get spawned.
Trying to
walk it in. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really spawn in the safe room as special infected. Unless you're a bot.
Coach
oh, he lands a charge.
That was an interesting decision there by Coach.
Alright, they make it in with 204 health bonus. Decent, I guess, you know, lower end decent health bonus for this map here.
we saw the survivors. They weren't exactly moving as fast, but they were able to handle the majority of those hits pretty well, even though the infected were staying kind of synchronized. Kind of like you mentioned, there are specific spots to attack in this map, which you kind of just have to know from somewhat of an experience here. Obviously, the general rules of infected and survivor gameplay still apply, but I do take it there's a little bit of specifics with Swamp Fever. Like, for instance, with the early tank that we saw here, we didn't see the tank have a chance to go for that hittable because the survivors actually pushed him past it. They just decided not to deal with the car at all, so he had to play rock instead of going in. And then when he pushed, he didn't actually have a hittable for that kind of support, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Also, I mean, just with Swamp Fever in general, there's only key points when you can attack, so really you have to hit on those key points. And we have our first attack going in. Looks like the jockey solo spawn. The rest of his team lost a spawn. Charger coming in solo here. I don't know if I think that's a good idea. He gets focused and cleared. Jockey lands, going for a bit of chip here. Here comes a smoker pull, getting off a tick, 2, about 3 ticks of damage there. And Boomer going to be coming in here to sack. Probably going to get at least a double boom since the survivors aren't really paying attention. Here comes the boom. Oh, and he lands a double boom.
Tank is up.
Alright, we got tank in the hands of Phoenix, so let's head on over to a infected war room and see how they play this.
Alright.
To where they are, you want to keep that kind of by the semi-truck up there, so that they decide to push up, you got a hittable right there. Mainly that's just going to prevent them from pushing at all. So get one more hit by that semi. Or like one more.
I'm gonna line it up.
Alright, and then you can climb up on that roof to your right, where all the SI came in from. You can play a rock take from right there. And SI can go for a hit right now, so you can try and get a rock.
No, he could commit with this, because the car's right there.
It's good to play a rock tank a little bit, and then try
I
and...
like Mad Rocks.
So just try and grab sight right now. If you hold R, you can throw a one-handed overhand. If you throw
Yep.
E, you throw it. Alright, just making sure. Nice rock.
Nice.
When you throw rocks like right now, you want to keep sight though. At the same time, sight is the priority over rocks. You want to always be kind of creeping, trying to get sight. Don't see like right there. You would get nailed with chip if they were doing good. So you want to just kind of peek on them, throw safer
They're pretty
rocks.
grouped up, you can get a good boom.
You could get a good rocket boom right now.
Get ready at the boom, me and the hunter will go in to distract.
Looks like Tank's committing.
No, just give him a tickle. I got you.
You
Nice.
should have gotten ripped for chip, but you didn't. So I guess it worked.
Well, they were confused because of the booms, I think.
I guess. Like, you would have been dead.
If they were focused on me, yeah.
Yeah. Doing good though, just keep playing long. Keep making sure you always have sight on tank. Or sight on the survivors, I mean. Don't worry about like that little chip. If you want to avoid that, just don't throw rocks right now because your rocks right now are so unlikely to land anyways. So you could just peek for sight. That way you don't get stuck throwing a rock and getting shot a lot.
Shit.
So as I go in for a rock. Oop. Whoops. Careful of chip. Keep sight though, keep sight. You don't want to lose. Like right now where they're not LSing, you don't want to lose anything. And they're all looking at you, so you can just peek. You can peek from the far right side, they're not LSing you over there.
You can get him to hit.
Dude, right there, yeah, right there. Just peek right there.
Hold on.
Want to commit, hit, or what?
Yeah, go for it, go for it. Get another rock. Nice rock, nice rock.
Sorry, Arctic.
That chip, see that chip doesn't matter. You could... Don't lose any rage though, you want to keep that at 100.
Yeah.
Alright, careful of chip now. Careful of chip. Just be looking for sight like you're doing right now. It's good.
Yep.
Wait, Charger, spawn in over here. I'm gonna pull one. They're all lined up.
Nice rock. Nice. Just keep looking for that site. You can get it on the left.
Should they be
Nice.
pushing as low as
No,
health as they
no,
are?
they should just be LOSing better. Not eating Rex. That's all that you can do.
Charge, you got to spawn on me. For now.
Careful of chip. Careful of chip. Yeah. Nice boom.
Nice.
You could commit if you wanted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for the boom ones.
Just, I would just go in, not really throw rocks. You
They're
got the
by
car
the
right
car
there too.
so.
Oh, okay.
Smoker's got that guy. Nice tank.
Alright, and we're back.
Yep, and as I mentioned before, and I think we were talking about right before we switched to that tank, one of the big things that you have to know about in regards to Swamp Fever is that kind of map knowledge stuff. And the first thing that you saw that tank do before he even got in position was he took one of the cars up from near the event area and he pushed it back towards the safe room. Generally, during tank fights and stuff like that, a mistake that you see some players make is that they rely on the hittables too much to in-cap the survivors. He did not hit a hittable until the very, very end there, but what he did is he completely choked the survivors' movement. The first tank had to go in and kind of stand on that first building there, but he was able to get sight for days, pretty much, from that other setup there, just because he hit that car to restrict the survivors' movement, I think. So I think that was a big thing that really made that tank fight so different.
Well, I mean, it's not more so that the tank really just relies on the hittables, that they're too aggressive with it. When your attack is
Right.
down, you can't be pushing in with the hittables too far, because if you push the hittable in and try to get it in position, that might make it so that, hey, you know, it'll give the survivors the green light that, hey, he just pushed his hittables in, he has nothing defending him, let's go chase him while the hit's down, you know?
Exactly.
Anyways, we got the first hit here, which consists of a tri-cap with Charger and Spitter. Probably one of the more favorable starting setups you can get here, but
Definitely.
I believe a lot of people prefer a Boomer for this starting hit. It looks like they lost their spawns here, so they're going to be rearranging further. We got Witch at 18%, and Tank at 37%. We got Smoker spawned up. Looks like he's going to be trying to lead in the attack, or maybe just giving a distraction. Charger's on the far right here. Oh, here comes a Charger. He manages to land a charge on Nick.
Oh!
We got a beautiful tri-cap, and the spit
And the spit
charge
does
lands.
Wow.
What an
That's a very
incredible
nice-
starting hit. Jockey's going to be going to town here in Rochelle. If he can get up that boat, I'm not sure if he can get up past the boat. But that was a really great hit. We already see Spires already lost, you know, about maybe 2/4 of their health bonus here. They found a
Yeah,
couple
he
of
already-
kills,
Yeah.
and we have our
Um,
Witch up.
It looks like they're just going to go for the crown right now, even though that hit pretty much allowed Ellis a free shot here, and he does get the Witch crown.
I would say with a hit like that, it was worth giving up the Witch.
Definitely worth it, yeah.
Alright, so we got a 2-2 with Charger, Spitter, and, Charger, Spitter, and Boomer here. We got a double Charger. Spit couldn't find a spawn, so he doesn't come up. Spit now spits on the Smoker. Doesn't get any damage on, we got a single boom on Coach here. Just gonna really slow down the survivors. Not too much damage. We got two of them limping now, so Rob's probably gonna want to take his pills here since he's already bleeding. Optional for Rochelle. She could possibly save her pills and such, but anyways, we got Tank in the hands of, looks like McNasty here. So let's go ahead and go
Actually,
over to...
Nightcatcher, but...
Oh. Are we? Oh, yeah. My bad. Anyways. Yeah,
Anyway.
we're taking the heads of Nightcatcher, but let's go ahead and head over to, I want to say, let's say, Survivor War Room here.
Survivor, yeah.
Focus chargers. Focus chargers. Nice.
Good kill. I keep
Alright,
myself
LOS right now. Stagger. Hide behind the trees. One person on one tree. Coach, go to not there. Go close to your team, to the right. You want to stay close to your team? Alright, so spawns are up right now. You should be looking for boomers, especially because you don't want to get boomed or anything. Don't go for chip. Alright, you weren't.
I was just getting the rock.
Yeah. 6, skeet. Skeet the rock. Skeet the rock. Skeet the rock. Whoever's the shotgun should always focus that rock. If they can. If they can.
I got rid of mine.
Make sure the tank can't see you guys. Doing good. Yeah, good. Always peek out like that to get that rock like you're doing. Alright, so get ready for spawns.
Oh,
Get
yeah,
ready for
yeah.
spawns. Focus the
Charger,
rock.
left
Focus
side.
the rock. Focus the rock. Shotgun. Focus the rock. Keep focusing the rock. Shotgun. You guys can push this tank a little bit. He's a little out of position. Keep pushing him. 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 Keep it down. Keep going. Alright, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Spawns are up now. Regroup with your team. You're gonna get pulled, coach. Clear that. You're fine. Keep backing up. You guys gotta get back now. You gotta get back. Spawns are up. You gotta get back. Pass pills to Rob. Have him pop. Go back to LOSing. So when the SI come in, you want to focus boomers and chargers. But the shotgun really wants to get that rock. He's going to focus the rocks over the other thing. Focus the rock.
Smoker's up.
Alright, hold. LOS, 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 LOS. You don't want to push right now. He's not in a position. He's not in a position. LOS, dude. All this time you're giving him more sight.
Don't take my present.
Pay attention to where the tank is, guys. You always want to have eyes on where the tank is, in case he pushes up like he did. Focus tank, guys. Focus tank. Nice shot.
Good.
Alright, and we're back.
Yeah, so we saw that tank fight kind of start off with the tank still playing long. I was surprised they were getting, or the tank was getting as much sight on the survivors as they were at the start there, but then one thing that happened was that the tank pushed up just a little bit too close to the survivors as the hit was getting cleared, and I believe it was actually lost about like 2,300 health there as it was trying to retreat out of the survivors' way. So that was a pretty good play there by our survivor team. The Special Infected did land a couple of hits and were able to get their health down to the point where they have no more pills left. So it's a pretty interesting tank fight, I'd have to say.
Yeah, I mean, the tank, when you're playing as a tank in that particular spot, you can play rock all day, and if you know how to hitbox, you can hitbox all day, etc., unless they know how to start skeeting. That's when you have to know how to start skeeting rocks, etc. If you're not skeeting rocks, you're gonna pretty much get hitboxed all day. You just gotta know when to position yourself properly as a tank, because you saw there, he was out of position, his attack wasn't up, so he had to be moving back earlier. Ooh, a really great boomer pop. We got an insta-smoke coming in here. Here comes Charger, trying to go for a double charge. He tries to line it up, but doesn't happen. Here comes a free spit, just trying to get rid of it. Taking their time here. Goes Spitter. Alright, and they're going to be able to get through this event here with, unscathed.
Yeah, now with this health, they are going to try to just push as far as possible as they possibly can. Like you mentioned in the first map, a big thing with Swamp Fever is just trying to keep that distance going, because since it's only a 4-map campaign, especially with the map style that the way they are, each of their lengths is going to be significantly different as opposed to a 5-chapter campaign.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also, you gotta keep moving, because with Swamp Fever, as I said earlier, is that there's only specific areas that you can really attack as the infected. If you try and attack in any other area, you're gonna end up getting into an issue where you just don't have, it's just not adequate. It's too open, or there's not enough cover for, for this infected to spawn in variable areas, etc. So, as a survivors, if you can push really, really fast, you might be able to skip that one vital choke, and then they're gonna have to wait until the next choke in order to attack. I mean, a really good example, I would say, would be the going from the first abandoned house that you come at when you're taking the tank. You know how they were taken in that particular area, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you can, let's say you were about to attack. A lot of people will either choose to attack from behind the tree, from behind the house, and they would come in, and some of the SI would attack from trees in the back. But not anyone ever really sets up for when they're going past the outhouse, once they're going past the broken house, because that's just not a really good idea. You either attack at the plane or you attack, at the broken house. There's no attacking in between. It's just a really bad area. And if you're survivors and you can manage to, skip skip the first choke, then you're going to have a free run all the way to the airplane before they, even think about attacking.
Yeah, so I mean, it just really depends on the knowledge of the map, and we've seen the Special Infected hit in some of those places that aren't exactly conventional, and they've had mixed results so far. It looks like their survivor team is going a little bit slowed down here as our next attack rolls in. Jockey trying to lead in first, gets dead stopped by Coach. Smoker pull onto Rochelle, gets the in-cap actually with a Charger covered. Charger going for punches. He's going to get leveled though by McNasty. Spit still up, nothing to spit on, does get cleared. But like we said, it really does depend on knowing those kind of conventional choke points. During the tank fight, the tank, instead of knowing exactly where to stand to get those kind of hitbox rocks, the tank was actually hitbox rocksing pretty well, but the survivor team was able to escape those kind of rocks coming in. So when you see a kind of gameplay like this, now they're going to also know where to find the extra pills, which is what they're getting right now. It really does depend and come down to that kind of map knowledge.
Well, when you have somebody like, basically when you get to high-level plays, you always see that the shotgun, or there's a dedicated person that will skeet the rock. So every time there's an attack coming in, the rest of the team will focus on the SI and the common infected, etc., whereas the shotgun will just solely focus on, the rocks, which will make it very difficult for the tank to land any rocks if he's trying to throw rocks at the other survivors.
Right.
And basically what happens there is you need to have the SI go in, but you need to have also an SI that tries to pin or distract the shotgun so that you can actually have the rock come in. Otherwise, no rock's ever going to land because it's pretty easy to skeet a rock. It's a very slow-moving object, and you got a shotgun or a deagle. And if you have someone that can at least pin the shotgun just for a second so that that rock can actually make it into their area without getting skeeted, it's kind of like I believe. With the old HR play, it's always either boom or pull the HR.
Yeah.
Pulling the HR really distorts its accuracy. And we see a great double charge coming in, and then we got a pounce on Rochelle. Nick going down as he's trying to get up in the charge stumble right there, but he ends up getting down by all the comm. And then we got a spit on him. I guess adding some insult to injury here. Not going to really do much other than delay the pickup, but they're having no problem here. Jockey coming in, just trying to do some b-hopping, manages to kill Rochelle. Oh, and this double pistol, will they be able to clear? Will they be able to clear that Jockey?
No.
Unfortunately,
So
do not.
close. Yeah, the build up there, the Special Infected actually launched their last couple of attacks from the back, but thanks to the survivors not having that much health, Ajaki was able to delay a couple pickups on the attack before this, and then on that final attack there, just because the survivors didn't have the kind of health necessary to survive that. So, I have to ask this at this kind of point. We see the score being the way it is, where after a chapter and a half you have a 1326 score to an 87 score. What should the mentality be if you're the team facing that kind of deficit, do you think?
Honestly, I mean, it doesn't really look too good in any kind of situation, especially in a 4-map campaign, but the best way I can say is if you can keep the survivors from making a safe room, then that's the map that you can make up points. Just on distance alone and make it into the safe room, you'll have at least a minimum of 100 HP. I mean, if you don't have at least 100 HP walking in the safe room, it's probably because you're all bleeding and have 5 HP, 10 health. But yeah, even getting just 100 HP is pretty easy. So as long as you can make it to the safe room and they don't, that's a chance for you to make up on that map. Alright, and we have the same attack here. Let's see if this infected team will be able to make it through, or make it, this attack happen without losing their spawns. Although the previous team, even though they lost their spawns, they got a really great tri-cat that just set the other survivor team on edge right off the bat.
Yep. Even though they lost that spawn, they recovered quickly, and that's one thing that I love about Left 4 Dead. It's all about trying to be kind of adaptable. Yeah, you set up in those areas, but then you still have the chance to make something pretty much with each and every hit. It could be a survivor-ending hit.
Yeah.
Looks as though the team wants to go in now, so the Charger's going right into the safe room, getting a double charge. Spit lands in the doorway with a jockey, and then the insta-smoke onto Rochelle getting cleared. So I think what happened there is that the infected team got a little bit baited with the survivors actually not moving anywhere.
No, I think they wanted to go for that. The way they had it all set up and such, it's just, I think what they were trying to do is trying to get the spit charge and have the spit land deeper into the safe room to land on the charged person, but unfortunately that did not happen, and the spread, inside the safe room is not too well, so right at the bat, right at the door, it wasn't too much. And we got a witch up, at least with that hit. Basically, I guess maybe what they were trying to do is just trying to hit them so they could have get spawns to the witch. And it looks like the survivors know that the spawns are up, so they're going to be going to the right side, going the long way to avoid the witch. Smoker now spawning at the witch. Going to try and pull someone, but he's way too far away. Got a great try boom. We got a stumble and a jockey and a double charge. Here comes a pull and misses though. We finally got that pull landing. Jockey just going for scratches. Finally lands on Nick and stumbles coach. Pretty decent attack going on here.
So then, etiquette-wise, when is it okay? Is it frowned upon not to kill witches? Is it okay?
It's frowned upon, but there's no. I don't believe there are any set rules here on the PC against killing witches. I believe there is a different set of rules though on the Xbox configuration where you do have to kill the witch.
Okay.
Anyways, we see a tank in the hands of Rob. So let's go ahead and head over to a Survivor War Room here and see how they play this out.
All right.
Okay, I cannot. But thanks.
Hide behind a tree. Hide behind a tree and look for spawns, Uzis.
Let me ask you cover front. I'll cover back.
Yeah. Somehow getting sight. I think he's getting sight on Lyra.
Jockey Charger.
Jock, right behind you.
Watch the rock.
Alright, push him, push him.
Rock.
Oh, what the f...
I'll watch spawns. Push him.
Push him, push him, push him.
Take your pills, Knight.
Alright,
back up. Get behind a tree instantly. Watch the rock. Get behind a tree. Their spawns are down, so start LSing.
Clear the horde.
Jockey's coming. I think. That was a bug, man. Never mind.
Come back, LS. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Alright, back up. Oh, wait, I was only one. Never mind.
Watch the spawns.
Oh.
Ninja sword here.
Okay, run back.
Alright, think of that rock as like a fifth spawn that just is gonna keep coming in, so keep looking out for that. Don't let anything distract you. Rock.
I don't know how I ate that. I need. Okay. Pass me pills. Thanks. Alright, just go back to Lawson. Nice pop.
You're gonna have to push this thing. Like right now.
Don't leave me back here alone.
He's slow. Keep pushing him. Nice jukes. He's alone, watch it. Jockey.
Okay, let's push a little bit back because it's up.
Watch the rock.
Thank you.
Watch the rock, rock.
What?
Keep pushing him. Behind you. Just
He's almost dead, guys. Come on. Focus tank, focus tank.
reload your gun. Rock.
I'm gonna push him. I have no more ammo. Lag. Pick him up. Thanks. How much HP does this tank
Tank's
have?
down, tank's down.
Oh my god, finally.
He down.
He had like 200 HP.
Alright, and we're back.
Again, we saw a very long tank style from this infected team here, with almost similar results here. The survivors had pretty much none of their health left, and they still have to endure an entire event here. It was interesting to see exactly how far the survivors push up. They tried to take it in the same exact area, but each of the special infected hits kept landing, and then the tank was able to land a couple rocks on them. And we saw Nick pushing up. He eventually got 70% of that tank damage, but then I think he actually managed to overextend himself into an area where it was not exactly beneficial for his survivor teammates.
Oh, and we see that spit landing on the down here, the delay. Doesn't spread too well. The main thing that I saw there with that tank, I mean, here's my thing with the tank. That area, playing as the tank, a rock tank, is extremely easy. You know, you could do it all day. But at the same time, defending as a survivor in that particular area is also even easier. Just, like I said, you have to have that shotgun waiting there for that, you know, for those rocks. That is his main job. With that shotgun, or Deagle can just land, you know, just shoot every single rock, every attack, then all you gotta do is line of sight all day, and eventually he will have to commit or put himself out of position.
Right.
And unfortunately, neither team was able to pull that off, and so they had to try and play extremely aggressively with pushing, but also at the same time, they didn't have everyone pushing at the same time. It's either you all line of sight or you all push. You can't just you can't just have a single person chipping the tank. You no longer have hunting rifles. You can't really do that.
Yeah, it has to be some kind of solidarity. Because if you have people trying to do too many things, your survivor kind of chemistry gets a little bit scattered. Because then the special infected are able to kind of take advantage of that. They'll be able to pick it out, and when the survivors are a little bit discombobulated, you can see kind of what happened there. You had 3 people trying to take on the 3SI in the back, and Nick running around trying to chip the tank with a shotgun. And while that was minimally effective with how the tank was playing it, it kind of opened them up to a couple of booms landing, and then a couple of other hits landing that really drained the health for the survivors until they really had no choice but to try and push that aggressively for that kind of distance. And you saw that in the first map as well, where they were kind of line of sighting, but then the tank was able to keep landing those kind of rocks, so it was pretty much the same kind of story. It just comes with knowing the map a little bit more, I think, too.
Alright, so we're going to have Tank at 68% and Witch at 30% here. See, the first attack coming in is just a tri-cap with Boom and Charger here. Charger manages to land his long charge here. We get a stumble on the Smoker. Smoker ends up living. Looks like she's going to go in for a scratch here. No, she's backing out. She's not sure. I guess she doesn't know what to do here with the Smoker here. Playing Ring Around the Rosie here with her shell. Manages to last a while. Well, I mean, it may be fun, but it does throw off your spawns for the rest of your team, as you see right now, sitting at 14 seconds while the rest of his team is now coming up here. So you gotta kind of make that decision, either live and get out as quickly as possible, or you gotta, die with your team as soon as possible so you can keep the spawns together.
Yeah, big thing is just making sure those spawns are kind of synchronized for attacks that are coming up now. Luckily, they were able to get in a little bit better position with those spawns thanks to that Witch, and they probably won't go in before that Witch. And then the Survivor team is probably going to try to draw it from that position, so you're going to see the Infected be able to catch up and kind of hit from that kind of vantage point.
So here's another prime area where I told you, there's only vital areas where you can attack. And here we come in with the Witch here. Coach managed to get the draw count pretty well. Pounce lands on Coach. Here comes a double charge. Spit lands on Coach, getting maybe 1 tick of damage here. Charger gets 1 pound, and Spitter coming in to die. So, I mean, there's another area here that I could use as an example where you have to attack at a certain point. This map is very much like that for this big open area, so you either attack at the mobile home that was back there, or you wait until they get to possibly kind of like the walkway here. Even then, it's still pretty iffy because a lot of people will save for the ammunition room here. But yeah, that entire area in between the houses are very terrible. It's just a really open area to attack, and more than likely you're gonna get shut down. So, kind of have to either attack before or after the open area. As we saw, since the spawns were not up because the Smoker was not didn't die with the rest of his team, they were able to take the mobile home area and were able to get through pretty easily. Unfortunately, it did take a bit of damage there on that Witch, but... Alright, so we got Tank in the hands of Lyra here. Managed to get a single boom here. Smoker looks like he's still alive. Here comes a bot hunter, I believe. Gets a scratch on somebody. Or dying here. So let's go ahead and head over to an infected war room here, shall we?
Alright.
I try to rock that.
That was way too high, wasn't it?
Yeah. It wasn't too bad, though. Just go around that tree. Follow them, they're still going back.
Oh god. Fuck.
A little bit lower.
Oh, we got pushed off.
Nice. Go for that punch on him.
No!
Nice. Nice. Get up on the right. You get on the right.
No, come here. Come where the Smoker is. Come where the Smoker is. There's a ladder right here. There's a ladder right here. There's a ladder
go
right
with the
here.
ladder. Turn around and rock. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go to the left there. To your left. No. Turn around.
They're gonna push. Definitely. The fuck?
No, they're running back.
No, yeah, go back to your right. Oh, we go to that, yeah, right there, that ladder.
Alright, let's get a hit. Come on. Jackie.
Keep your sight.
You miss?
Keep your sight. Alright. Oh, don't back off. You need to keep your sight. You're on pass. You're on your second pass. Don't worry about that little chip. You're fine.
Can he get up to the next roof? The one to the left?
Yeah, he can. But just wait. Alright, get close. Go to that roof and then jump onto that second roof to your right.
Alright, let's get him a hit.
You gotta crouch jump. You know how to do that? There you go.
I was gonna lose it.
Alright,
Let's
go
get him a
ahead.
hit.
Go
3, 2,
down.
1.
Go down.
That AI rock.
I think I'm stuck. Never mind. Whoa, what the hell just happened?
Alright, and we're back.
So again, another interesting scenario there. Coach was actually able to, he actually found himself separated from his teammates actually going over into that area while they were still standing behind that fence. And then he actually did get down by the tank next to that kind of outhouse. And then interestingly enough, the other 3 survivors, instead of backing up, came over and started pushing him. And one question I guess I saw regarding that is, why did the tank then decide to pull out instead of just turning around and going after the survivors in that kind of watery area?
Well, maybe because his spawns are down, so being able to chase his survivors to that watery area, you have to still remember that Uzi slowdown combined, you know, it could just really slow down the tank to being slower than the survivors in a watery area. Oh, and this space pool here on Rochelle.
Oh. Charger tried to jump in and got hit during mid-air, and then the Boomer trying to do the same thing.
Yeah,
but
the Boomer got shut down pretty good with her.
I thought that his spawns are going to be up in like 5 or 6 seconds. A couple of them. There was a smoker still spawned up trying to like distract and stuff like that. But then he had like a couple survivors like right near him. Like they actually came in around the outhouse. Like I think in either like 1 punch distance, and then they definitely would have been able to skeet a rock, I guess, if he had thrown it there. So I guess and then after he pulled out by crawling over there, he actually put himself a little bit more out of position. So I guess it was just you have to use your own judgment based on the kind of spawns you have.
Well, I think also at the same time he might have panicked. I mean, in any situation like that, you know, a player, you know, being chased by three survivors that know, you know, what to do, you know, how to pressure a tank, etc., and he ended up, you know, just getting out of there because, you know, he panicked. Nobody wants to be in the middle of 3 users and such. And see the Hunter trying to catch up to the survivors here.
Personally, this event here is one of the most questionable for me because I've seen it be extremely devastating on a couple of the infected hits here, as we see another one coming up. And then sometimes I've actually even tried guessing the merits about holding it out, but...
Oh no, you can't hold that event out.
I learned fast that you cannot hold that event out.
Maybe on campaign, but yeah, you can't really hold this event out in any kind.
Are you saying that I'm only good enough to play campaign?
I'm saying that your tactics are very similar to campaign.
Because when we tried to do that, I believe the special infected team got 10 hits in on us in order.
Yeah, this event does last pretty long. Not as long as the No Mercy Map 3 event though.
Right.
Which I believe is a nerf duck and toggle.
Right. I believe we have the last of the horde kind of tripling in here. Boomer does get shut down.
Yeah, Boomer tried to lead in there, so easily got shut down. Here comes the Charger and Hunter. Hunter trying to distract for the Charger. Charger's not being focused, but he's got a little chip. Oh, but he manages to distract Ellis long enough that he stands in the spit and doesn't dodge it.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of nice separation there. They were able to distract for that Charger to be able to go in. Again, a general tip to have when trying to play a special infected is try not to let the survivors focus that Charger, because if that Charger does get focused down, it really hinders the value of an attack. Usually the Charger leading in, as opposed to conventional wisdom learned probably in other casual game modes, that Charger needs to find a way to get in there without being the main focus of that survivor fire.
Yeah, that usually does mean using unconventional spawning methods and also just making sure to go in after your team, but not going in last, though. Oh, and we see a pull-off. Nobody focusing that Smoker because they're all focusing that Charger. Charger gets leveled there by Frying Pan. Nick going down from common infected, so they're either gonna have to pick him up here, but they're gonna have to be careful. Coach is not staying in the safe room because he's probably
Is this still Event Horde?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like I said before, for anybody remembering, never ever hold this event out because it is extremely long.
And we have another attack coming in here. Jockey's trying to get up. He hits an invisible wall there. Hunter comes up, gets dead stop, gets thrown off the plank there. It looks like Ellis has gone down. They all managed to make it in the safe room with 21 bonus here.
So yeah, I mean, on a map like that, again, speaking of the distance points alone there are pretty much, it's pretty sizable if you're able to get through that map. I always feel like that map is kind of a marathon.
Yeah, this particular map, it's a bit of a marathon. If you don't get a tank and have to take it in the big or the small area here at the safe room, then it usually does become a marathon of, you know, line of sight and hope to God that you don't get destroyed before the event so that you can actually live through the event.
Yeah, making it through that event is always kind of an accomplishment there, especially when they have that first hit when the bridge drops. There have been countless times where I've seen, and also personally made the mistake of staying too close to the bridge where it freezes and doesn't go down, and then it gives the infected team probably another hit going in while you could have easily been past it by a couple seconds earlier.
We might need these.
Looks like we do have our first attack kind of spawned up and ready to go in. Hunter spawned up in the back.
The rest of his team looks like he's lost his spawn, though.
Yeah.
Here we got Boomer leading in here, gets popped. Main focus here. Charger sneaking in here. Now he's being focused. He's going for the other targets that aren't focusing him, but doesn't manage to land. Here comes Smoker just trying to come in last here. Misses his time, just hiding behind that car. I guess he's going to try and save his spawn here.
Yeah, and that's the one thing about Swamp Fever that's quite static throughout the maps, is that those initial opening hits there, it's quite easy to lose spawns. We saw in the first chapter if they were coming off the top of the train car trying to get in there to land that first hit, a couple of them missed those spawns, and it looks like they have triggered the Witch right now. The draw crown landing, and Coach getting pulled through a little bit of spit. Boomer coming in from the back does get shot, and then the Hunter comes in as a straggler and is going to jump around for a little bit and gets dead stopped and pretty much skeeted. So that was a little bit of nice rhythm there by the survivors. They got that first hit clear, they knew the Smoker was a little bit out of sync, and they took advantage of what they had there.
Yeah, I think the survivors are doing really, really well here. The first two attacks doing almost no damage here. All the damage you see on them is probably really little extra from common infected, maybe a little friendly fire, but they can keep this up and do the tank well. They might be able to make a comeback here. I mean, looking at the score right now, it doesn't look too favorable for them, but if they can make it with this health bonus, then they have a chance in the finale.
Yeah, that's what I love about Left 4 Dead, even with this, and especially competitive Left 4 Dead, and even in games like this, when you have a really, really good chapter, like if you try to find that kind of groove and that kind of rhythm, you can really, really make pretty much any game competitive, especially when you have teams of a similar skill level. Tank is up.
Alright, and we got Tank in the hands of Monster Red here. Alright, and we got a pool coming in, getting cleared very easily. It's Spot Smoker. So anyways, we're going to head on over to the Infected War Room here.
Alright.
This is like literally the most random fucking spot to spawn a tank.
You need direction?
I got it now, I think, but it spawned to me like in the fucking
right
trees.
Yep, just keep jogging off that way.
I don't want to miss a fucking pass before I even get to him.
Alright, I'm back. I ordered Hawaiian pizza.
Get on that roof to your right. No, no, don't run that way. You're gonna die.
Yeah, listen to Arctic Fox.
Oh, they're running back. Oh my god, so far.
Oh, you have like no sight. Alright.
Yeah, I spawned in like a really weird fucking...
Wow, they're playing it in my spot. This is a really hard spot to play tank. Yeah, commit. They're fucked. They're so fucked. Oh, Boomer, don't boom yet. Oh, I said I wouldn't have gone in yet. But that worked out. Oh, this is so good. So fucked.
Ooh, Coach flew.
You can't play in this spot unless you're Sam. This is Sam strat. Silly sideways box.
Just get out of there. He's trying to bait you. Let him get him.
What? No, why'd you get out? What?
Because he can't reach him, and he just
Just throw rocks at him. Go kill him.
That's right.
Oh, I didn't know Rochelle was up.
You ready, Charger?
Rochelle's clear.
Okay.
That's a glitch. I don't understand why they haven't fixed that glitch yet. Where are you going, dude?
I'm gonna go get that car.
Alright.
Oh well.
How is that not a wipe?
Because I'm gonna go get the car.
You're gonna be AI, you know that, right?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Okay. I don't think you will.
Yeah. I try to cut him off right now for you. He ain't getting that car.
He's not. He's AI. He has chosen to go AI.
I'll get this car. Don't worry. Got this car.
Oh, he might. It's gonna be close.
There's no fence there, is there? He's gonna go AI. He didn't go AI, team.
I'm gonna get this car. Give me a sec.
You don't like it's a car so bad. Too many trees, man.
I know, right?
Is he still fooling with the car?
Yeah. Just fuck that car. It's 800 trees.
I'm gonna get the car. Don't worry.
You're taking too much chip from the car.
No, those bastards.
I'm reloading.
Tank, go in.
Nice. Just give him a sec. He's got it.
Plan with your food.
Get the car?
Oh, an AI. Told you
Watch
it was
this AI.
AI. Fucking told you to go AI.
Look at AI chasing the fucking what?
Alright, and we're back.
Yeah, up until that tank, the survivors were looking pretty well, and then they actually managed to take their run back pretty well. And then they all decided to kind of go in the same kind of spot to LOS where they bunched up behind a building, and it kind of gave the infected team a little bit of room to spawn there, as we saw.
No, the issue there was nobody was paying attention to the tank. Nobody realized that the tank was committing, and they didn't set themselves up properly. When that starts to come up, that's what you do is you have somebody go up onto the rooftop, go onto the target,
Right.
and you go onto the rooftop there, and you start shooting the tank as he comes in, while the rest of the survivors start to spread out behind, the black spawns, etc. But nobody was, paying attention to that, so they got caught off guard and very easily charged, boom, etc. Easy downs.
Yeah, the Charger managed to land a double charge and charged one of the survivors past the tank, and the tank was able to get that all-important separation between the survivor team there. It was a pretty good job coming out from our infected side. The survivors were able to make it a little bit further through the map, at least to the start of the event, because the tank was intent on punting a car all the way from the start of the map into that kind of area. Ended up getting a little bit stuck, and the tank eventually did go AI, so...
I think there's a later car that you can get.
I thought so as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, or actually you can probably just tell me. In this version of Pro Mod, is it still 3 tanks, or is it just 2 in the finale?
This is 3.3.3, so I'm going to go with the numbers that we see there and say 3.
Alright. That means that's telling me something. Oh,
You should
my.
probably play the lotto.
We have some interesting cross-team chats coming out here. Just going to pretend that did not show up. Anyway, so for our opening hit here, we're going to have the infected team consisting of a boomer, a spitter, a hunter, and a charger.
Yeah, looks like we're going live here.
Yep.
Yeah, so a 2-2 here in this general area. Not very favorable. Looks like Boomer is going to try and b-hop it in. Not going to happen, though. Hunter comes in. Manages to land. We got a free spit, too. Doesn't really do any damage. some pretty decent damage going in for an attack that was extremely disorganized. And we got the tank coming in too, in the hands of McNasty here. Let's go ahead and head over to a infected war room here to see what they're thinking.
Definitely.
You teared up?
You're all
I'm
on.
out.
Alright,
I got him.
guys,
I got him. I got him.
Get Nick. Nice jockey.
Thanks,
Yo,
team.
show
Love
me the
you.
wife.
Oh, get coach down. Get coach. It's behind you.
Oh, fuck coach. Oh, actually, never mind. I got him.
I'm getting the pickup.
Yo, Jockey, this is all you.
No, yeah,
Get close
fuck
to
coach.
Rochelle, I'm coming with you.
Rochelle's trying to pick up.
Yeah, she's got him up.
Nice rock.
Coach is down, right? No.
Yep.
no.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Get this ass.
I can't get this broom safely.
Get that curve rock right there. There you go.
Oh, the jukes.
But he's not even juking you.
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna juke. Oh, I got him.
You're juking yourself, man.
We got this.
Alright, and I'm back.
Yep, and we see a pretty early tank whip going out there, holding the survivors to 1 point shy of 2,000 for this format campaign. Something that we saw the survivors do there is they push a little bit forward, and then some separation was able to get onto them as they tried to push that tank a little bit further. Obviously, when you're pushing a tank, you have to make sure the spawns are down, but then you also have to make sure when you're the survivor team doing that kind of push that you're not out of position for the next set of spawns coming up. I believe they thought they had a couple more seconds to clear out of that area, and then once that kind of pull and boom landed, you saw a little bit of the tank able to capitalize and come back there, and everything. Mistakes were indeed made, as they noted in the chat afterwards, so...
Well, one thing I noticed there was that there seemed to be a bit of disorganization going on amongst the... Oh, and this hunter lagging out there. Not sure what happened there, but we saw some disorganization amongst the survivors there that were playing. They weren't ready for that tank. I mean, if that tank had came in on a survivor team that had cleared all the comment pretty properly, honestly, that tank would have been dead. As you saw there, the tank had a lot of chip when he finally downed someone, and even then, if the survivors are more readily available for that attack, expecting the tank to come in and clearing the forward like they should have, that tank probably would have been dead and probably wouldn't have downed anyone. And we see a pull into a boom here, and we do see a tank in the hands of Arctic Fox here. So let's see if Arctic Fox can play the goalie here and prevent them from possibly making a comeback on this map, because I believe this event is still bugged. I'm not sure if it's fixed on ProMod, but we'll get to see here if they wipe with this tank. If they don't wipe with this tank.
On one of those roofs. They're gonna push into you. Just commit, go in. Go get the Horta guy, coach. Go get coach.
Can you stop shooting me?
No, ain't gonna work.
You get
No,
coach
that's a
right
horrible
now.
idea to commit.
You get him.
I'll cover it.
I'm down.
Reload. Y'all wanna stop?
Are they just rushing? What the fuck are they doing?
That's an excellent question.
Go get on that roof that's right in front of you. There you go, yeah, that one. You go for a rock. Go on. Boom the down guy if you can.
Can't
You
figure
go
out
where
where
the tank is.
Spawn.
You go where the tank is.
Yeah, I see where the tank is. I can't figure out how to climb up there.
See, there's a ladder by the hedge. That giant hedge thing. It's a ladder.
Oh, I see it.
You go up that ladder, walk along the hedge.
Nope.
It's too late now, though, you fucking scrub.
I'm sorry, man. The ladder's like...
A little motivation.
Shit.
I'm a reload.
You just keep rocking.
Nasty.
Just keep rocking. Go for a rock. Only danger here is they push way far forward, but I don't think they're gonna do that.
Oh, you got a log right there.
Alright, commit on the... yeah, commit on the boomed guy. Get him
You got a
down.
log up front if you want it.
Chase him. Yes! Oh, logs suck. Logs suck.
Yeah, they do.
Someone finish off orange.
But he ran right into
Get
it.
Nick,
He
yeah.
was running into it. Still didn't get us. His logs suck.
Ah!
There you go.
There we go. Uh-oh, cat spot.
Go guard that. I died.
This here's all we got.
What?
Yeah.
Pull that fool on the roof. Pounce him. Good job, team.
Yay.
Alrighty, and we're back. So unfortunately, the team could not make it past the tank here, so we could see if the event was bugged. But they gave it their best there. There was just way too much separation. They tried to push in into Horde, and they weren't ready for it. They didn't clear the Horde, and as such, they got separated and they got Horded. So, you know, they got very easily wiped.
Yeah, and when you said the event was bugged, what did you mean with that?
I don't know if it's fixed, but basically what happens is if one team wipes before the other one, so like if one team wipes before they reach the radio, then the other team, when they activate the radio, it will actually instantly end the event and the doors will open. You can rush to the end, end of the map.
Yeah.
And that was the bug, and I don't know if it was fixed up in Fogwa yet. Because not many people play this map, and not many people wipe manage to wipe. The leading team usually doesn't manage to wipe here, and then the second team doesn't.
Interesting. So.
But yeah. Anyways, that is the end of Left to Learn, December 14th, 2013. So, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good afternoon, or in this case, night.
Night. Thank you.
Anyways.